हेलो एवरीवन वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। क्या हाल चाल? सब बढ़िया, सब ठीक। Okay, so in the last class we have seen about the ratio. Now in the today's class we are going to see about the proportion. Yes, exactly. See, the difference between the ratio and proportion is the spelling. Okay. Nothing is a different. See, in the ratio what we have studied, like this, a by b is a one ratio. So in the proportion what will happen, if suppose a by b is a one ratio and x by y is another ratio, so if these two ratio are equals to each other, that is a proportion. Okay, what is this? A by b is a one ratio, x by y is another ratio. So if the two ratios are equal to each other, it is called proportion. Okay, what is proportion? If the two ratios are equal to each other, it is called proportion. And how we will write in the proportion? See, we will write a by b means a is to b, already we have studied, that is the ratio. Then x is to y is another ratio, and equal to sign means we have to give a 1 2 3 4 dots. Okay, so this is a is to b ratio, x is to y ratio. See, these two ratio are equal to each other, so that is called a proportion. So remember the thing. See, in the ratio what we know that these two quantities should have to be a same kind and same unit. The same thing will follow in proportion. In proportion also these two quantities should have to be a same kind and same unit, and these two quantity should have same kind and same unit. Only these two quantity and these two quantity. Okay, it's not like all the four quantities should have to be a same kind and same unit. No, only these two quantities should have to be a same kind and same unit, and these two quantities should have to be a same kind and same unit. So understand, the proportion is what? When the two ratios are equal to each other, it is called proportion. See, if I will write like this, a by b equals x, not yours, x by y. See, this is a math. Starting morning we have to study about the x. We are like, good morning x. Oh shit. Okay, so in ratio what we have studied, these are the first term, second term, right? So here in the proportion, this is the first term, second term, this is your third term, this is the fourth term. Okay, so a b x y, so these are the four terms of proportion. In the ratio we have only two terms, this first term, second term, but here in the proportion we have a four term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So remember the thing, according to this only you have to write their values, because in the examination they will ask you to find the suppose fourth proportion, like that. Okay, so this is the first proportion, second proportion, third proportion, fourth proportion of first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. So see, this first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. So these two, a and y, these two is where? These two is present at the end, right? At the end. So at the end means they are extreme. At the end means they are extreme. So a and b is what? A and b are extreme. So b and x. So b and x is what? B and x is at the what? Middle. So they will say at means we will say is as a mean. Okay, fine. So what we know that first thing we get to know, when the two ratios are equal to each other, it is called proportion. And we will write like this, the proportion. The proportion sign means the equal sign is this. Okay, now we know that how many quantities are there? Very good, four quantities, 1 2 3 4, or you can say four proportion, first, second, third, fourth proportion. So we'll write the fourth proportion as this: first is a, second is b, third is x, fourth is y. So a and y is at the end. End means they called as extreme. B and x is at the middle, so they will call as mean. Okay, so remember the one thing, very important thing, if you will get any ratio like this, means one side also you have a one ratio, equals to another side also you have a 1 ratio. So every time what you have to do, we have to do is a cross multiply. What we have to do, we have to do is a cross multiply. Remember the thing, anything like suppose if you will get 2 plus x divided by 3 equals 6 minus x divided by 4, like this. What we have seen here, we have seen here that like this side is also we have a proportion, sorry, ratio. This side also we have a ratio, and this side also we have a ratio, and both are equal. So what we will do, we will do a cross multiply. Guys, remember, every time remember this concept. Okay, if you have a ratio at one side, again another side you have a ratio and equal to sign, what we will do, we will do a cross multiply, because every time when you will solve the questions of the proportion, you have to do a cross multiplication. Yes, very good. Now see what will happen if you will do a cross multiply. A into y, a into y equals b into x. So a into y equals b into x. So first thing is this, second is this, third is this, fourth is this, and then related to third we are getting here. Okay, so how you will write is, you can write this first. Okay, then like that you can write it. You have understand? Okay, so what will happen here, see, we will do a cross multiply. Cross multiply means a into y equals b into x. So what will happen here, ay is what, ay is at the end, so they are extreme. So this means what, this means a into y, a into y means multiply, multiply means what, product. So product of what, ay is what, extreme. So product of extreme is equals to b into x, b into x, right, b into x. So into means multiply, multiply means product. So product of what is bx is what, bx is mean. Okay, so product of extreme is equals to product of mean. When will happen this, when we have to find, suppose they have given in out of 4 ratios, means sorry, out of 4 proportion of, okay, out of 4 proportions they will give any 3 and you have to find the fourth. Suppose they have given first, second, third, you have to find the fourth. So in place of first you will write the first value, second value, third value, fourth value, you have to find. So what we will do, every time we have to do a cross multiply, you will get the answer. And suppose sometime in the examination they will give the first value, third value, fourth value, you have to find the second value. So what you will do, you will substitute it here. Again the first value, second value you have to find, third value, fourth value, whatever they will give, we will substitute, and again what we have to do, cross multiply. So every time what we have to do, we have to do is a cross multiply. Okay, now guys, very important thing is, very important thing here, this is the first thing what we have learned. Like if the two ratios are equal to each other, that is called proportion, and we will write the two ratios AB equals XY. So first ratio, second ratio, sorry, first proportion, second proportion, third proportion, fourth proportion, or first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. So every time what we will do, whenever we'll get the two ratios which are equal to each other, we will do cross multiply. That's it, we'll do a cross multiply. So the end is the extreme, the middle is the mean. Okay, and here the very important thing is, sometime in the question they will say you to find the third proportion. They will say you to find the third proportion. Find the third proportion. Okay, they will say you to find the third proportion when they will give the two proportion only. Okay, suppose in the question they will say find the third proportion, or they will say find the mean proportion. Yeah, find the third proportion or find the mean proportion. If they will give the two values, suppose they will say find the third proportion, or they will say find the mean proportion between 3 and 75, 3 and 75. Okay, Suppose they will give like this, and they will ask in the examination, they ask in the examination, what the question is, either they will say find the third proportion between these two numbers, or otherwise they will say find the mean proportion between two numbers. So remember the thing, they will say find the third proportion and only two numbers are given. Okay, or otherwise they will say you find the mean proportion and only two numbers are given. So guys, third proportion is what? Third proportion is B. So formula, directly you will write the formula. Either they will say the find the third proportion and when the two number is given, okay, or otherwise they will say find the mean proportion and when two number is given. So what will happen, see this, we know that A by B equals X by Y. Okay, so what we will get to know here, these two number is this 3 and 75. So this is 3, this is 75. This two number is what? Extreme. These two numbers are this extreme. So you have to find the third proportion, means this B, or the mean proportion. So whenever they will say you to find the third proportion when the two numbers are given, or they will say find the mean proportion if two numbers are given, then two numbers we will take it as extreme. Okay, A and Y value, 3 and 75. So what, this is a B, this X not yours. Okay, so this X will also, we will make it as a B. What we will write? We will write it as a B. So what will happen? We know that we have to do a cross multiply. So what it will become? See, these two values, okay, we will see here. What will happen? This 3 and 75, where we will write? We will write at the extreme, and X also will become B. So cross multiply means what will happen? B into B. So B square equals what? 3 into 75. Means what? B square equals A into Y. Okay. This is a formula for finding the third proportion if only two numbers are given, or to find the mean proportion when only two numbers are given. Okay. The two numbers will become the extreme and we will do the cross multiply. So what will happen? B square equals AY. So what you will do? B equals, first of all what we will do, we will multiply this A and Y. Okay, we will multiply this 3 into 75. Whatever you will get answer, you have to do the square root of this. Then 5 is the 15, 5 carry 1, 7 is the 21, 225. Okay, so what will happen? See this, B square equals 3 into 75 is B square equals 225. So you have to find the value of third proportion or mean proportion, that is nothing but a B. So B equals what? We know that square will go that side too, it will become square root. So square will go that side, it will become square root. So square root of 225. So answer is 15. Okay, like this. So what will happen if they will say you to find the third proportion? Because in the examination they ask find the third proportion when two numbers is given, or find the mean proportion when two numbers are given. So that time we will use the formula B square equals A into Y. So this number will become A, this number will become Y. Okay, A into Y. So what you will do? B equals square root of A into Y. Okay, clear? Very good. Then this is done. Just a minute. This is also done. This is done. A B B X T is done. Product of extreme is equal product mean done. This is the how to find the third proportion or how to find the mean proportion. B square equals AY or B equals square root of AY. Okay. Now I see there is a one properties, not the one. There are many properties of proportions. Okay, there are the properties of the proportion. What are the properties? Invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, componendo and dividendo, addendo, subtrahendo, right? After listening these all words, your expression is like I. So I will tell you, these are not important from the examination point of view. They won't ask the question from this. Okay, and they have not asked the question from this, so no need of doing this properties. As I have told you, I will do exact from the examination point of view, nothing more, nothing less. Exact. So what will happen, you should not have to learn more or less, you are going exactly to the examination point of view. So see, the properties of proportion, till now they won't ask in the examination and they will not ask in the examination. If your question is what will happen if they will ask, second attempt. No, 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 they won't ask. Okay. That is jokes apart. Okay, so here, now I will tell you one few important things. Note, first thing is, suppose whatever they will tell you to find, we will take it as a x. Yeah sir, subha subha x. X is texting. Mhm. Okay, so what we will do, whenever they will say to find anything, we will take it as a x. Suppose they will ask is what number must be added or what number must be subtracted. So what we have to find, they have asked what number must be added or what number must be subtracted. What we will say, we will take the number x must be added or x must be subtracted. So remember the thing, they will this is the important. Okay, if they will ask anything like what number must be added, what number must be subtracted, so we will say that x number must be added or the number x must be subtracted. Okay, first thing. Second thing, okay, I have told you in the ratio also, again I am saying you, if any ratio they will give, suppose they will give the ratio of pen is to pencil is 5 is to 7. If they will say the ratio of pen is to pencil is 5 is to 7, so what we will take, the ratio of pen and pencil is 5x and 7x. So whatever the ratio is given, we will take as a x. 5x and 7x. Okay, so understand this, I have told you in the ratio also. Whatever they will give the ratio, we have to write like this, 5x and 7x. Okay, or suppose 3 is to 2 means 3x and 2x. Third thing which is important is, yeah, I see, if suppose they will give like this, x by 3 equals y by 4 equals z by 5. Okay, and you have to find the value of, suppose xy plus yz divided by xyz. So what we have to do here, we have to do only one thing, is we have to find the value of x, y, z and we will substitute it here, so we'll get the answer. So like this, so very simple thing, very easy method, very easy trick is, if they will give like this, x by 3 equals y by 4 equals z by 5, means the variable denominator is constant, numerator is variable, denominator is constant, numerator is variable, denominator is constant. So what you have to do, very simple thing, x value is 3, y value is 4, z value is 5. Okay, so down of the variable its value is there. So what will happen, x value is what, 3, y value is 4, z value is 5. That's it, no need of doing any multiplication or anything steps and all. Directly you will take x value is what, 3, y value is what, 4, z value is what, 5. That's it, substitute it here, you will get the answer. Okay, and next the last thing is, suppose if they will give like this, p by q equals 3 by 7, p by q equals 3 by 7, and you have to find, suppose p by q divided by p minus q. What we will do, so what we have to do, they have given here a ratio p by q equals 3 by 7 and you have to find p plus q by p minus q. Means what we know, that we know that here, if we will get the value of p and if we will get the value of q and we will substitute here, we will get the answer. So in this condition, what is the value of p? Numerator is equals to numerator, denominator is equals to denominator. So p value is what, 3, q value is 7. So we'll substitute it here, p value is 3 plus q value is 7, p value is 3, q value is 7. That's it. So this concept you have to understand, otherwise what will happen? Moe moe. Okay, next attempt. So this is the thing you have to remember. X value is what? 3, y value is 4, z value is 5. And if they will give like this, so numerator is equals to numerator, denominator is equals to denominator. So p is equals to 3, q is equals to 7. Okay. And the last topic for this chapter. Okay. Because see, proportion is very short. Okay. And the last topic. Yeah. Last topic is direct variation and indirect variation. Direct variation or indirect variation, or you can say direct variation and inverse variation, both are same. Okay, direct variation or you can say indirect variation. Okay, direct variation, or you can say indirect variation or inverse variation, both are same. Okay. So see what will happen in a direct variation. In a direct variation, if suppose one quantity is increasing, so other quantity will also increase. I रुको जरा सबर करो. Suppose if one quantity means you went for purchasing an apple. If 1 kg of apple is 100 rupees. Okay, what we are doing? We are increasing the number of kgs. Means you will increase it to 5 kg. So what will happen? The cost is 500. So see, as we are increasing, right, increasing the quantity, what will happen? The price is also increasing. So this is the direct variation. If one quantity is increasing, other quantity will also increase. Indirect variation means if one quantity is increasing, other quantity is decreasing. Okay, suppose you have to travel 50 kilometer. Okay, suppose you started from your house. ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿಯಪ್ಪ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಬಾರಲಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೋಲ್ಸೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೀತಾ ಅವರ ಕ್ಯಾ ಕರೆಸಿ. Okay, suppose this is the house. Okay, the sweet house, the window is open, ding ding ding. Okay, yes, thank you, I know how to make the house. And this is the door. The door is also open. This is the way. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, suppose from house you are going to a school. Okay, from house you are going for to a school which you don't want to go. Okay, if you want to go to school or for the college, school is good, right? School have a best memory and all. College, what will happen? College, nothing. College life is a 2 to 3 years. That's it, done. After 2 to 3 years you will be somewhere else. But the school life, you are spending a friend with like a 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. So that bond is very good. College life is only the bond is like assignment koda macha, give the assignment, take the lab record, that's it. School life is very good. Okay, so suppose you started, you have to go from your house to the school and the distance is 50 kilometer. Okay, so you are going by a bike. Okay, R15. Or otherwise you are going with a scooty. The girls, what they will do, they will put the right indicator, they will go left side. Moi will happen. And the person will scold you only. Okay, so what will happen? This is the, you are going to from home to a school. So suppose what will happen, if you will increase the speed, what will happen? The time taken, it will reduce. The time taken to reach the school, it will reduce. Suppose you are moving at a speed of 40 km per hour. Suppose you are moving at a speed of 40 km per hour and you are reaching in 70 minutes. Okay, speed is 40 km per hour. Okay, suppose if like that, and you are reaching in 70 minutes. Okay, you are reaching in 70 minutes. If suppose from 40 you increase your speed to 60, you have increased your speed to 60, so what will happen? Obviously the minute will reduce, it will take around 60 minute or 50 minute, right? If suppose if you will increase the speed to 80, it will reduce to 50 or 55, like that, right? So what is happening? You are increasing the speed and the time is decreasing. So this is the indirect variation. If suppose you are moving at a speed of 120, so what will happen? You are increasing the speed, time is not decreasing. Your life, your jivana, the lifetime will get decreased. You will meet to the God. Direct God will say, okay, very fast you are riding, come, indirect variation. You are increasing the speed to reaching the school. Reach up. Okay. So what will happen? The time will not decrease, your lifetime will decrease. So moe will happen. Okay. So this is the indirect variation. If speed is increasing, time is reducing. Means if one quantity is increasing, other quantity will decrease. Okay, if still you have a doubt, I will give you a one good example. Suppose you are you are chatting with one person. Okay, you are chatting with one person. You are chatting with one person. What is happening? You are sending a message. Ta-ding! Message came. Oh, open, double take, seen. You are sending the message. Other person is also sending you the message. Ta-ding! Oh, open, seen. So what is happening? You are sending the message, other person sending the message. So that is called direct variation. You are sending the message, your favorite person is sending the message. You are sending the message, your favorite person is sending you the message back. That is direct variation. Indirect variation, the same thing. You are sending the message. You are sending the message to your favorite person. You are sending the message to your favorite person. What happened? You are blocked. That is indirect variation. You are sending the message to your favorite person blocked. Okay, what will happen? Indirect variation. So this is the direct variation, indirect variation. So guys, please, this example don't read at home. What will happen? Next day, indirect variation. As you will read, you will out of your home. So you have to study this thing under the what? Under the sunlight. Okay, under the street light. Then you will say to your child, once upon a time when I was your age, I cleared the CA foundation, reading under the street light, reading under the sunlight. Understand? So this is just for your understanding, so you will not forget. Okay, so in the examination, the direct variation, indirect variation, the question will not come. So just understand the concept. Okay, so this is for the, I think so, yeah. This is for the proportion chapter. Done with the proportion chapter. In the next class, we will start solving the questions on ratio and proportion both. So almost we will solve 40 to 50 sums. Then another 20-30 sums I will give you to practice. Okay, with the key answer. So if you will get it, it's good. Otherwise, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve in the class. Okay. So almost guys, 40 sums we will do it here in the class. Then 20 to 30 sums I will send you like for practice with the answer key. So almost 60-70 sums if you are doing from one chapter, then you are perfect in that chapter. Okay, and side by side I will be sending you for 15 questions, 20 questions, 10 questions. Okay, to keep on practice. So that much means if you'll do 60-70-80 sums from one topic, you will be a perfect. Okay, so this is the end for the ratio and proportion. So keep on watching the videos, and if you have any doubt, please ask in the comment box. And next class we will be starting the problems on ratio and proportion. So 40 questions all will not do in the one class. We'll do 10 questions, 8 questions, 12 questions according to that. Okay, in one class, and we will cover up the 40 questions of ratio and proportion. Then we will move on for the next chapter, indices and logarithm. Okay, thank you, bye bye. We'll meet in the next video. Take care.